Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and to another reaction video. I'm about to start episode 5 of Moon Knight. I'm pretty excited right now because this is the first time since the show came out that I actually was awake, or not busy when the new episode premiered, so I'm gonna get a chance to watch it and react to it right away. Finally caught back up on all the other episodes, so we're ready to go with everybody else. The last episode ended very crazily. Yes, they're leaving us with the impression that perhaps Mark/Steven are actually in a mental institution and that everything that we have seen thus far has been just a delusion, just going on in their head. I, of course, do not believe that to be the case. I think that's much too simplistic and that we're going to find out a lot more details, hopefully, in this episode coming up. So I'm excited to get into it. Hope you guys are excited too. I'm tired, but I want to watch, so we're gonna push through. Okay, guys, here we go.
Difficult reality that you are my patient here at Putnam Medical Facility in Chicago, Illinois.
Oh my God.
And a reassuring fantasy that you've created on your own, that you're some kind of, I don't know, superhero. Right?
A superhero with multiple personalities. I don't know how that would be a reassuring fantasy.
Really a doctor. Is that why you keep starting Imagine Egypt, right? And that you were with a rhinoceros and
Hippo.
You're right. It was a hippopotamus, and but it talked. Now, what do you think? Do you think that is sense or nonsense? Nonsense. I find this really encouraging, honestly.
Like, I mean, it sounds like nonsense, but
The struggling mind will often build places to seek shelter for a different
Friends?
good.
Yeah, pretty much.
So are you two like twins?
No.
Yes, sort of.
Okay, great. That's really cleared this whole situation up for me.
That makes two of us, because just a second ago I thought that I'd been shot to death.
Oh gosh, this will really bake your noodle, but I think you were just taking a little time out. I'm afraid you're actually quite dead.
I'm sorry, what? I'm dead. We're dead? Yes.
This the afterlife?
Yes, Mark, I think she's right. I think we died.
Actual travelers to the realm of the Duat.
Duat, the Egyptian underworld. This is Taweret, goddess of women and children. And she's guiding us through our journey to the afterlife. Wow.
Okay. Right. So this is the afterlife? The afterlife?
An afterlife, not the.
Pediatric hospital.
Because we're insane. We're insane. Talking hippo. Talking dead bird. You're outside of my body now. And now the afterlife, right?
Mark.
That's the reality.
Mark.
And this is the hospital. That's the imagination.
Sorry.
No, it was the mental institution that was in your head.
I'm not crazy. Dead. Where did you say we're going? We're sailing to our
Like, I'm not crazy, I'm dead!
Read, right, Taweret?
Ah, so he's the smart one, hey?
Hmm.
Well, if your heart's balanced in life.
You really were in love. If the scale's balanced by the time you end the journey, then a soul is permitted to pass into the field of reeds.
What if they don't balance?
You get thrown overboard. Whee!
Woo!
Dead will drag you down into the Duat, where you will remain forever, frozen in sand.
Yeah, that's happy.
No unbalanced souls on my boat. Them's the rules.
Oh, that means we better hurry, doesn't it? You know what Layla would be all right with if she were here right now? Just don't say it. I'm just saying there's one hippo and two of us, and the ship can't be that hard to steer, so... And we don't have to actually, you know, like... Have to what? Kill the goddess Taweret? No, just, you know, find me a rope and or we can
Tie
do
her
what
up,
she says,
tie up the
help
goddess.
each other uncover whatever it is that we're hiding. No way. Oh, man. What, do you know these people?
Killed him.
Oh, no. Surely not. All of them? Okay, all right. So then, now what? What do we do? You go next, or who's that?
Oh,
Mark, why is there a child in a room filled with people that you've killed? Steve, don't go near him. Man. What's your name there? Oh, hold on there. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. You've gone too long.
Hey, Mark. What do? Keep an eye on your brother.
oh
okay?
no.
Later, skaters. A wild crocodile.
Oh shit. His little brother's gonna die, and he's gonna blame himself.
Okay, fine. Look.
Back here! Boys! Come on, lads! We have to leave now! Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh.
Where are you?
What?
Mark! Mark! Oh, God! Follow my voice! Boys! Boys! I hear you! I hear you, Mark!
It's just a memory. It's just a memory. Damn it, Steve.
What are you doing here?
Come on, buddy.
You were supposed to keep him safe.
Stephen, let's go.
Let him drown. This is all your fault. This is all your fault.
Stephen, come here. Come here!
God. Oh, Jesus.
I should have known you would do something like this.
Mom, what are you doing?
Stephen! What happened in that room, Mark? That's it. All right. Why are you remembering her like that?
Oh
That's not
God.
what she was like.
Um.
No, let me go. Let me back in there. What are you hiding? What are you hiding?
Mark, son, please come inside.
So I went work for hire for my old CO, Bushman. The job was to raid an Egyptian tomb. Bushman changed the plan, called for no witnesses, and I couldn't live with that.
Is that Dr. Fooley, Layla's dad?
I tried to get them all away. But we didn't make it. Clearly. What happened to you?
To be my hands, my eyes, my vengeance. To be my final word against the evildoers. To bind your very being to me and eradicate only the worst. Those who deserve it. Do you want death? Or do you want life? Worthy candidate to serve me during this time.
Oh. Mark's
In
getting
exchange
pissed watching
for
this.
your life, do you swear to protect the travelers of the night and bring my vengeance to those who would do them harm?
That snaky old vulture. He was manipulating you from the start. No, I kept us alive. Mark, he was taking advantage of you. Or it was just a way for me to keep being what I've always been. A killer. Balanced them.
Then rise and live again as my fist of vengeance, as my Moon Knight.
Baboons?
In the upper world, unbalanced souls are being judged and condemned to the sands before their
What?
time. Oh, this is bad.
Oh.
Harrow.
They've
See, well, we have to go
awoken
back.
Amit.
Even if I could send you back up
Or
there,
maybe they didn't
you'd just
awake
be
her yet.
returning
It's
to a
just
body
Harrow
with a
doing
bullet
it.
in You wouldn't be able to heal.
Can you send word to Layla?
what?
Please help us free Khonshu.
Are you sure you want to be with Khonshu again? Seems like you really want to get away from him.
I did. It is our only shot. Swear.
Not worth it. Not worth it. Mark, you're about to lose everything. Do you understand? If we don't get back, and Harrow succeeds, and all those people die, if Layla dies, that's on your head. It'll be all your fault.
No, 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 you can't! I won't do it! I won't do it! You can't make me! You can't make me!
Oh, Jesus.
Stop it.
Oh.
Bloody hell. Look at the state
This
of
is...
place.
Oh.
Better sort it out before Mum sees it.
Mark, open the door right now!
Grant has no fear. You made me up.
Open the door right now!
Created Steven to protect him. Steven is the one meant to protect him. Oh, God.
To listen.
Thank you.
Oh, please don't do that.
It's ringing.
Don't bother her, please.
Hello, Mrs. Grant. Yes, this is Dr. Harrow. Stephen's here.
Mama is dead.
I couldn't face that again.
For all the things I'd done.
Mark, all those horrible things that she said to you, she was wrong. It wasn't your fault.
I shouldn't have brought him in that cave. I shouldn't have brought him in the cave.
Hey. Hey. You were just a child. It wasn't your fault.
Oh.
Goodbye.
The people he killed.
What's that? What's that?
Mark, you've got this. But if I'm you, that means I've got this too.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
I prefer cricket.
Stephen! Stephen! Wait! Wait! Stephen! No! Stephen! Stop the boat! Stop the boat!
The scales are balanced.
What? How is... I don't even know. Okay. I don't even know what to say right now, to be honest. Okay. So that entire episode was insane. I mean, you figured at some point in time throughout the course of the series they were going to have to give you some flashbacks, some historical context about how they came to be Khonshu's avatar, and also how the personalities developed and why. So it made sense that they were going to do that, but the way that they did it was completely unexpected. I don't know what I was expecting at the end of the last episode, and it was, I guess, something along these lines of explaining exactly what's going on and what's real and what's not. But I did not see things coming. Okay. So, Mark was the original person that existed. Mark. And he created Steven to protect him, which is so interesting, but he created the personality of Steven to protect him from his mother's abuse and hatred towards him and the guilt that he felt about his little brother's death, because he blamed himself and his mother blamed him, and his mother completely spiraled. And I just find it so interesting, and you saw it throughout the course of this episode too, but it's just so interesting because you would think, having watched the rest of the episodes of this season, that, you know, Mark's purpose was to be the protector, right? He's the one that would come out when they were in physical danger. He was the one that would fight. And Steven's the one that seemed like so gentle, but the Steven is the one that was born and existed to protect Mark, because Mark couldn't live with the things that he was feeling, the guilt he was feeling, and the things that was happening to him. He wanted this dream world where his mother loved him and treated him perfectly, and he could, you know, not push aside his old fantasies about treasure hunting and such, but instead he could actually read all about Egyptian archaeology and mythology and all those things without any sort of feelings of shame associated with his brother. So he created Steven as a protection so that he could have that in a way, and that would exist in some capacity, even if it was only in his head. So Steven was the protector. And throughout the course of this episode, I think you really see that manifested, because this whole episode is Steven, as he's realizing the truth of who and what he is and why he exists. He's trying to protect Mark. First, trying to protect him and his little brother as children, trying to protect him emotionally from the things that his mother's saying and that he does to himself. And then at the end, literally trying to save his soul, protect him from being dragged overboard to be stuck in the sands for all time. And it's crazy. But if you think, even like going back to the previous episodes, even things like him telling Layla, right, why Mark pushed her away, you know, that he was doing that. But it's just okay. And like I said, you know, I was under the impression that the mental institution was the thing that was in his mind and wasn't real, as opposed to everything that we'd seen so far. And that turns out to be the case, but it wasn't some projection put in his head by Harrow somehow, or someone trapping him in there or anything. It was supposed to be him trying to transition to the afterlife after actually having been killed by Harrow. So then because my understanding of the conversation that they were having with Tauret was that they were basically trying to explain what Harrow was currently doing and why that was messing everything up, with all the souls that weren't supposed to be there yet being dropped in, fully judged when they weren't supposed to be. And that Amit coming back would mean that would be happening on a massive scale, and so she was trying to make it so they didn't just go to the reed field where we saw Mark at the end. That instead they were supposed to go back through the Osiris gate. The idea being to go back to the body, their body, and see if there's anything that they can do to stop this. So I'm wondering how that's gonna play out. Is the going to the reed field like the first step in that, and then Mark's just gonna have to go back alone, or is it like a completely different situation? Like technically, you know, he's dead, but we know he's gonna have to come back in some capacity because the show's not over. But now the question becomes, does Mark go back by himself? Is Steven just gone? I'm thinking that there's a possibility that Steven's not just gone, because I think they're trying to set you up in such a way to think that now Steven is gone, and that loss is what led to like the balancing of his scales, and now he's just, you know, not a part of his existence any longer because he doesn't need him and he knows the truth. Like they show Steven down there getting stuck in the sands, and like that's what they said happened to the souls, so you're thinking that's what happened to Steven, but Steven is just a part of Mark. Like they are the same person, so they would be the same soul. So like I feel like if he comes back to life, like he could very easily have Steven still there, and that image of him getting trapped in the sand is part of his, you know, conceptualization, perhaps. Yeah. And that it wasn't so much the getting rid of Steven as it was the coming to terms with him, the coming together, the working together to realizing that they're the same, was what he had to do to balance the scales, perhaps. This is my theory, because I'm assuming that he isn't just gone forever, but I could be wrong. And so there's only one episode left, and somehow Mark's gonna have to come back to life. He's gonna have to rescue Khonshu so that he can get the suit back, probably with Layla, and they're gonna have to come together to try and stop Harrow from actually bringing back Amit. That's a lot of stuff that has to happen in one episode. So I'm very curious how this is actually going to be wound up. This was definitely the most emotionally heavy and intense episode so far, and it's kind of hilarious because it was an episode filled with a CGI hippopotamus Egyptian goddess that but it man, I don't know. It was heavy. It was a heavy one, but it was excellent. So I'm really curious to see how the season's gonna end up, and I want to hear you guys' thoughts, but I'm gonna wrap this up here myself and go and decompress a little. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.